I came to the United States when I was only 10 years old. As a young Cuban immigrant, alone and without my parents, I suffered many hardships and could have easily fallen through the cracks. But many people showed me kindness and helped me to become the person I am today. Hi, I'm former Mayor Bill Vidal from the great city of Denver. When I came to this country in 1961, I was welcomed by a generous nation. Many families in Pueblo, Colorado, and later members of the First Presbyterian Church of Littleton showed me and my family seemingly endless compassion and love. Because of the warm and kind people of Colorado, my family and I have been able to thrive, to build happy, healthy lives, and to give back to the community we love. Welcoming immigrants like me to our state is our shared opportunity and responsibility. Like me, many immigrants become Americans. We are part of the fabric of our towns and of our nation, and we contribute greatly to our communities. I hope we can all work together to create a state that lives up to our greatest and most cherished ideas of inclusion and hospitality. I will strive to be like the people that lent me a hand along my journey. Join me.
That's right. So we're also here to celebrate their music, but also celebrate the courageous stand for civil and human rights that Rodrigo and Gabriela are doing by joining the international boycott of the state of Arizona. Give it up for their courageous stand. Racist laws like SB 1070, passed by a handful of us, have no place in this society whatsoever. And we're standing with them tonight because we stand not only with musicians who have joined this international boycott called the Sound Strike, but we also stand with civil rights and human rights organizations, 20 USCs, and people from all over the world who say no to racist and divisive laws passed by the legislature in Arizona. And we know that fans of this wonderful music feel the same way, just like you. We thank you for standing up with But I have to say, I can't fail to mention that there's a handful of extremists here that want to bring laws like SB 1070 here in Colorado. And we can't allow those toxic ideas that assault poor communities to infect the politics of unity and racial harmony amongst all communities here. We cannot let that happen. So I want to ask you all tonight, as we listen to this beautiful example, as we listen to artists who are standing up, I'm asking you to get involved. We have some brothers and sisters here from the Colorado Immigrant Rights Organization. Asking you to stand up and fight for civil and human rights right here in Colorado. Please get involved. And if you don't mind, I want to ask one more thing. Are you guys still with me? Your cell phones. Yeah! If you gotta bring them up, raise them up, get them out. There they are. There they are. I can see them now. Check this out. I'm hoping all of you right now will text justice to 69866. That's justice to 69866 and get informed. Also, call the governor and tell him that as long as he refuses to support racist legislation like SB 1070 here in Colorado, that we back him up. But if not, yo, we gotta take a stand. Stand up! Stand up! Thank you so much!
Is your destination the United States of America?
The whole world has contributed its people, and its people have become American. America is a land whose people shared what they knew and worked together. America has benefited, and we have benefited.
A nation with secure borders and open doors. Today, as in the past, the United States welcomes visitors from around the world.
My name is Sara, and I was born in Quito, Ecuador, in October 1982. Okay. So I'm 25 years old. Quarter life. I came when I was actually September 19th, 1990. I remember that day very, very vividly. So that was a long, long time ago. Almost 18 years. Yeah. shortly after he came, my mom came. So they left my brother and I in care of our aunt in Ecuador. And they were trying to figure out how to bring us, and my mom got pregnant, and you know, it was pretty much no way of them going to catch us. So, so my dad came, and you know, thank God he got us a visa and brought us here 2 years later. I didn't really know I was undocumented. I didn't really realize the implications of all that. Because my parents had always said, oh, you don't have papers, but I just didn't understand what that meant. Like, I was like, oh, okay, I know I don't have a social security number, but I didn't understand what that meant, what I needed it for. I didn't know that I needed it to go to like a private institution or to get scholarships or all these things. And then one day I remember so vividly, I was in school, in high school, and there was this program, like you get to go to a college for like a weekend or a week and kind of shadow a person, and you know, and I was like one of these geeks in school. I was like in everything, right? So I was like, I still want to do this. Told my mom and my dad, I was like, please, please, please let me go. And they were like, yeah, go ahead, you know, do it. And I went to the office of the lady, and I was like, okay, I want to sign up for this program. And then she was like, oh, well, okay, we need you to fill this out. And I was like, oh, I don't have a social security number. She's like, oh, then you really can't do this. And I was like, what? Well, why? She was like, well, because it's not, you know, you have to have a social security number to do this. And I was like, well, can't I just use my school ID? And she's like, no. I mean, you have to be documented. And then I was so upset that I couldn't do this. And I went home and I asked my parents, I was like, okay, I need you to explain to me what is happening. Like, why can't I do this? And they sat me down and they explained, like, okay, this is what's happening. Like, we can't go back because we can't, if we go back, you know, we can't come here for like another 10 years. If we can't get you anything, any papers, because we don't have any way of doing this. And it was really frustrating. I got really mad, you know. I got really upset. And then I was really depressed because I was really doing really good in school. I had always been one of those like kind of do-gooders in school, and like trying to do good in school and be honor classes and all these things. But you know, after a while, it was like, what's it for?
America is many things to many people.
Everyone has all these thoughts of America, and I remember when I was a kid and we were getting ready to come, my brother and I would say, we would imagine like, oh, you know, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that, like, they're going to pick us up in the limo? And we were debating what color the limo was going to be, whether it was going to be black or white, and we thought that, you know, we were going to go snowboarding and like skiing, and we're going to have this big house with a dog and this lawn, and, you know, we're going to get to go on boats, and just all these crazy dreams that, you know, you think that things that people do in America, or what you see in movies, I guess. But that's not how it was at all.
We are a country that has embraced foreign visitors since our earliest days. This openness has enriched our democracy, our culture, and our economy.
You know, it was one of those things, like, I never wanted to do that, and then, sure and behold, that's exactly what I ended up doing. So that's why it's like, I never wanted to get married to get this, but sure and behold, that's what I had to do, you know. It's like, I never wanted to work in a restaurant, but that's exactly what I had to do. You know, I never wanted to work in accounting, and there I am. So I never want to win $1 million. That's all I never.
Thank you for selecting the United States as your destination. We are a nation that welcomes you with secure borders and open doors. And we look forward to seeing you soon.